This is from Edward VII's marriage to Queen Alexandra. And if you look in here, this is an item which allows the man with a moustache to drink. Can you see that? You can drink out of this if you've got a moustache without getting your moustache stuck in your tea or whatever it is. Yeah, fantastic. You don't see those anymore, do you? Well, anyway, Sandy, this is good for business, isn't it?
Yes, it should be really good for tourism. It's in terms of the publicity, actually. I mean, we've seen the story go global of their announcement of the marriage, and when we actually get to the ceremony itself, it could attract an enormous, many billions of viewers around the world, and that publicity is almost bound to generate then more visitors from overseas on the back of it.
Does it reinforce, in many ways, in the eyes of people around the world, old-fashioned stereotypes? They think it's all about, you know, the trooping of the colour and this and that and the other, and doesn't really representative Britain these days?
Well, not at all. I mean, heritage and our monarchy is part of our appeal as a visitor destination, so that's really, really important. But this is a thoroughly modern couple, so it brings that whole story up to date. People don't come here because we're a history lesson. They come here because we've got the most fantastic contemporary culture, shopping and nightlife, as well as all that wonderful rich heritage.
Who does this sort of thing appeal to most? I mean, which are the countries and the parts of the world where this is really going to press their buttons?
Well, the obvious one is America, and that's great because they're our #1 visitor market still. So in terms of the boost to our image there, that's wonderful. But interestingly, this also really appeals to the emerging economies and new economies who are starting to send many, many visitors overseas. So we're talking here about the BRICS, as well as others.
Brazil, Russia, India,
China,
yeah.
Malaysia, Mexico, and then also Eastern Europe. So it's a real image boost in those areas where we are really fighting to get our story across in a very competitive market.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's very helpful for your advertising budget. You're an export industry. This is like taking a huge advert out in every magazine in the world, and I'm sure that a lot of this stuff, these people who make this stuff, are going to have a banner day between now and then.